I'm not sure.
Can I, off the record for 1 second, just say, by and large, what fucking babies most of you conspiracy theorist guys are? Can I just say...
What happened?
You've been getting a lot of feedback from the interviews?
Not a couple, not many.
Yeah.
But the idea that you fucking little babies are upset with we treated Alex Jones fucking
like a gentleman
really well.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about, because I got a lot of the same tweets, and I went back and forth with one guy, and I actually settled a little beef I had with this one guy. I said, dude, we didn't go after the guy. We weren't going to agree with him, or it was mostly Jimmy, obviously. We weren't going to just agree with him. It was a nice discussion. It was a nice debate.
But that's who these guys are.
But it was amazing to me. They just heard Jimmy beating up Alex Jones.
Beating him up?
That just didn't happen. I mean, we could play tape of Jimmy and all of us beating up people on the show, but that didn't happen with Alex Jones.
I said to Alex...
We gave him nothing but respect.
Plugged his fucking show a bunch of times, plugged his website, said that he was a compelling guy. I just didn't agree with him. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I harped on points. He's coming off saying something. I disagree. Of course I debated back and forth, but I didn't insult him. I didn't talk over him or degrade him. So you fucking little cunty baby conspiracy guys, that's why I have no respect for you. You don't want to debate, and this is not about Alex. This is about the people who are upset.
Yeah.
You can't just go, hey, look, these guys had Alex on. Alex says, sure, he says has controversial points of views. He's going to be debated. But these little fucking faggots want to just be able to talk without any debate. Any debate is seen as aggression, unless it's by them.
Right.
This is why I can't fucking stomach most of you conspiracy guys.
It was a great back and forth interview, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It really was. And then Jimmy and I were talking on the way out, and I said to Jimmy, I want to talk to the guy that's in between the two. The conspiracy guys are way over here with their theories, and then you got the government with their official. I want to get someone in the middle. And because I mean, Alex Jones got me thinking, but I'm not going to be believing all his far-fetched ideas. Some of them seem far-fetched to me. I'm going to do a little more research, but just hearing it at face value. So then I'm thinking, okay, maybe some of this is true, but I want to talk to the guy that's sort of in the middle that could rationalize both sides.
And the staying with one point or the talking about, we were talking about certain things, and I felt he was trying to get away from something that I felt was a valid point. Instead of going, hey, that's a valid point, or that's true. He just kind of bypassed it, so I didn't want to let him bypass it. But that's part of debating.
We covered a lot of ground. A lot of ground. I didn't feel like we were sticking on one subject too long. I mean, the JFK stuff is the
biggest conspiracy
ever, right?
The biggest conspiracy theory, I should say.
I was going to say one of, but you're probably right. The biggest one ever.
And like that hasn't been debated between people over the years. That's what people do.
But these fucking little babies, they cannot handle a back and forth. That's why most of you and again, I'm not saying all of you, some of you are rational, but most of you just suck. That's why Ventura gets so fucking angry. He's the same baby that most of you guys are. He cannot take. Alex actually was a nice guy about it. He didn't get upset. He just went back and forth. He didn't get upset.
Thank you for the service to your country.
Here's do you want to talk to Dustin from Texas or?
Yeah, I'm not even talking about him. I blocked him. He was being a cunt about it, so I blocked him.
Hey, what's up, Dustin?
What's the matter, Dustin? You don't like a little back and forth?
Hey, you want to hear what really the real deal is, Jim?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't like some parts of the interview, right?
Right.
And I was a little uncomfortable about it. But then I sat up all night drinking vodka, okay? And I said some things I didn't really mean,
He told me this, too, on Twitter yesterday.
Blaming it on the booze.
He goes, you know what, I got to say, I was drinking all night before I started tweeting you guys.
All right, fair enough.
You motherfuckers.
He had
I'm a huge fan of the show, and I'm a huge fan of Alex.
A huge alcoholic.
Okay. That's true.
Whenever I heard that Alex was going to be on your show, man, it was like the fucking dream team to me. I like both of you, and then whenever he got on, I just felt like there was kind of like a condescending tone to the whole interview, to be completely honest.
I just didn't see it that way.
Not at all, dude. You misread us.
Okay. Well, listen, it really wasn't a big deal, though. But then I got drunk, and what the tweet amounted to was a verbal drunken, what are you?
Yeah.
I mean, it really wasn't as big a deal as my tweet made it sound.
All right.
And I do apologize.
I know.
You know what?
That's cool.
I think I got to unblock a lot of people now. I got to unblock a lot of people. They probably don't even
Based
know
on booze.
the horrible tweets they sent because they were fucked up.
Also, I mean, Dan, I don't know if he's there or not, but he can verify I stay up all night drinking. I'm the one that was chatting with you the other morning on Facebook saying I was reading my monitor with one eye closed. I don't know if Danny remembers that, but...
No, because he was doing the same thing. But no, don't forget, Dustin, Alex was very much, he's a very talkative guy, and he was very much kind of like, you know, and like I was trying to get points in, and he, you know, again, that's what he does. But I thought we treated him very well. Considering how much I disagree on almost every point, I still liked the guy and respected the guy, and just didn't agree with him.
And Dustin, the other side of this, there's a guy, we don't have to go to him, Nick in Tennessee. He's mad that we didn't go after Alex Jones more.
Yeah, a lot of the people
I mean, where we sit, it's a no-win situation sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, you got the big conspiracy fans out there thinking we disrespected Alex. I'm telling you, I don't think we did at all. And then you got other guys going, why the fuck didn't you beat him up?
Yeah.
So, you know,
I think,
can't win.
I didn't even realize you knew I existed or read my tweets, to tell you the truth.
Well, I try to keep in touch with the people that listen to the show. What can I tell you, Dustin?
Then you know that I'm a huge fan of the show. I'm always leaving positive comments everywhere I can, and I love you guys. I love Alex, too. I'd like to see him on more. Hey, just give him a chance, man.
We did, though. Don't forget.
Really,
What?
I know, but just, if you go to his website, you'll find out that he's not quite as tinfoily hat as he sounds.
Can I ask you this, Dustin?
Tinfoily hat.
What do we have in common with Alex Jones? Do we have anything in common with Alex?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Shit.
Now he's going to go drink.
I didn't think he sounded tinfoily hat. I thought that he was informed about, like, the banking situations. When you listen to all that, hey, look, there was some interesting points. Even if it's not right or whether it is right, at least he presents it well.
Right.
I didn't think he sounded like a lunatic or an idiot at all. I just didn't agree. And the JFK I happen to have read a lot about, so that's why I stayed on that.
He's got a lot of smart people that are in his camp. A lot of people that are big Alex Jones fans. Joe Rogan being one of them, right?
That was the main thing that convinced me to have him on. Is that
Joe
Rogan
Rogan's
loves
a
him.
very intelligent guy.
He's
Kenny,
also, you know.
a drug addict, like Jimmy pointed out.
I love Rogan.
Awkwardly the other day.
That was so goddamn funny.
I love Joe. He fucking mainlines fucking angel dust into his bag.
It's the only vein that's still working on the
But no, I'm wrong. Joe doesn't do too many drugs. Nah, not at all. Let's see if I can find the text.
Oh, the cell phone one?
Yeah, where's Joe's text?
I'll jump to the chase. He tweeted his cell phone yesterday.
Oh, shit. Why would he do that?
Yo, dude, it's Joe Rogan. I fucked up and Twittered my number online, so I had to get a new one. And then he gives me his new cell. And I laughed. I'm like, hey, cool. Do you think you were texting? Because that's how it happens.
Yeah.
And he goes, I thought I was sending Doug Benson a private message. And I said, it could have been worse. At least you didn't offer to suck his cock. And they laughed and offered to suck mine. We're good friends.
And then finally, a middle guy as far as conspiracies go. Brian in San Diego, you got someone we can talk to who's kind of in the middle of the whole thing?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple people that are more informed about it, like Peter Joseph, who does like the Zeitgeist shit. Now, the Zeitgeist shit is kind of over the top, and his like filmmaking is a little nutty and stuff like that. He's a really smart dude, but I don't think he would do really great radio. If you guys could get the head guy from WikiLeaks, I know you guys have heard of it. This guy is fucking. He does a lot of PR. He goes on all the like news shows and stuff like that. If you can get him, he'll give you good radio.
Yep.
Because I came from like a school of thought of like science. Like when I grew up, I was reading Carl Sagan and stuff like that. I used to think conspiracies were all complete bullshit. And then I started looking into them, and a lot of them really are. And I believe I watched Alex's film Endgame last night, and I thought it was sucked. I mean, because of what Jimmy was saying, a lot of the stuff is stated as fact, and he builds up a big well of evidence for his case and ignores or downplays certain other parts that don't support his case.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, there's like there are certain aspects of conspiracy theory, especially the financial aspects of it, that are true. So.
Yeah, it's much easier for me to. It's much easier for me to believe the financial aspect of it. Because look, people are disgusting, but I think it's easier to at least it's easier to convince me that you can get a bunch of people in a room who are figuring out a great way to steal.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
people, I think, are much easier to sleep. Like Bernie Madoff stole a billion, whatever the fuck he stole.
Yeah.
And people are murderers and scumbags. But to me, it's a lot easier to believe there's a conglomerate of secretive thieves than a conglomerate of secretive murderers. Because I don't know, it's just easier for me to swallow. I know you're being naive, man, but I don't think I am.
Yeah.
All right,
One of the biggest ways they control the world is by setting up like big centralized banking systems and then going in providing like aid to developing countries and then calling them on their loans and basically like robbing the people and things like that. So
Yeah, I'm sure that does exist. It's probably sure it does.
All right, I'm going to check out WikiLeaks.
Yeah, that guy's got.
I'll check that shit out. Why not? Thank you. Who was this? Brian. Thank you, Brian.